Are you thinking of selling your home? And maybe you've even thought about selling it for sale by owner, thinking it's going to save you thousands of dollars in real estate fees. But will it? Or will it actually cost you more in the long run? Let's find out. Selling a home is a very important decision. There's a lot of things to consider, and it's most likely to be one of the largest financial transactions you'll ever undertake. And the question is, are you looking to get the maximum sales price? Do you want to get the quickest sale? Do you want to avoid some of the stress and the headache? All these things are important things to take into consideration in whether you choose to sell for sale by owner or hire a professional agent. Let's break it down. The primary reason most people decide to sell their house by themselves is they think they're going to save all this money by avoiding a real estate agent. And in fact, for some people, they do. But one of the things to keep in mind is 97% of buyers out there are working with an agent. And if you offer to sell your house, you're probably going to have a real estate agent knocking on your door asking if you would entertain an offer from that buyer. That agent is going to be asking you to cover their fees, probably somewhere around 3 to 4%. So if you think you're going to save 6%, reality, it's more like 2, maybe 3%. Number 2, pricing the home is one of the hardest parts of selling a home. You can price it too high and the home spends a lot of time on the market and the buyers are wondering what's wrong with it. You price it too low, you could leave money on the table. It takes a lot of experience to be able to compare your home to what else is selling on the market and make sure that we have the best price to get you the most money and make sure we get it sold. Number 3 is marketing reach. When you are selling your home, you want to have as many buyers as possible aware and looking at your home. It's the best way we can sell your home quickly for the highest price possible. As a realtor, this means we're putting it on the MLS. It means it's going on Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, over 200 websites. However, as a for sale by owner, your options are much more limited. There's a sign in the yard, and maybe it goes on page 2 of Zillow. Number 4 is negotiations and paperwork. For many home sellers, this is the most stressful part of selling a house. It's that back and forth between the buyer and seller. You're wondering, did you ask too much? Are you taking too little? And these are legally binding contracts. There are state and federal laws that we have to follow. And real estate agents like us, we have the contracts memorized. We've been through years of training. But for many buyers, this is the only time they've ever done it. And there's some problems that we see when the paperwork is not filled out correctly, including the buyer walking on the day before closing. Number 5 is time and emotion. Selling a home takes a lot of time. As a real estate agent, I am a full-time agent. That means all I do every day is negotiate and sell properties. You probably have another job. You're probably working during the day. And how are you going to manage showings? How are you going to verify the buyer is pre-approved? How do you make sure that the person walking through your house is a legitimate buyer and not somebody who's just scouting your property for a future break-in? Now, I'm not trying to create drama, but that is things that we as real estate agents deal with every day. The other thing is emotions. Let's face it, selling a house is tough. It's a house that you've lived in, maybe it's a family member's house, and it's just a very emotional situation. The best real estate agents are empathetic. We understand what you're going through, but at the end of the day, we realize this is a business transaction, and there are certain things that we need to do to make sure that the emotions of the situation don't override some of the logical decisions that need to be made. Well, there you have it, folks. There are 5 considerations if you are looking to sell your house. And if you've sold 15 houses before, then maybe selling for sale by owner makes a lot of sense. However, if you value your time, want to ensure that you are selling it for top dollar and that we are going to make it all the way through the transaction with peace of mind, then investing in a professional is definitely the way to go. As always, this is Misty Metchke, Realtor with Hunsaker & Associates, here to answer any and all of your real estate questions. Thanks so much. Have a good one.